Hello guys, it's Veoler here, and today's video we are doing a beginner's guide to Dystovia because I've seen a lot of people don't know how to play the game after the tutorial bit. So if you want to get better at the game, this is the beginner's guide for you. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So, step one is basics. So, I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you've just done the tutorial guide, you've just done like the tutorial quest from this guy, and you don't know what to do next. Like, what are the next steps in the game? Well, this video is literally here for those people. First off, you're gonna wanna pick your weapon. I've picked daggers and I've gone down the dagger route, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, but you can choose any weapon in the game, you can use any weapon. What I mean is in pick your weapon is, if you pick a weapon, it's going to determine what your stats look like. If you want to find your stats, press X. It's going to determine what your talent and your stats, your mastery looks like. I'm an assassin, so I've picked bleeding. Obviously it's not assassin only. These really don't really affect it, like the skills. You can do whatever you want for the skills. You can be a great swordsman with bleed on your attack. It doesn't really affect, but it's the talents that do. Because if you have a great sword, you're going to want to maximize ability to do damage, which is why you're going to go for attack, speed, you're going to go for armor piercing, you're going to go for strength, you're going to go for defense because you're a tanky guy. Your weapon isn't fast, you're going to get hit more than other people, so you're going to want to be able to take that damage rather than be an assassin like me who's put most of his stuff into agility because I have to dodge, I have to hit a lot of times to do a lot of damage, so I need a lot more stamina than the average person. So choosing your main weapon, if you choose the normal sword, you're gonna have to have a balance of all three. What does that mean? Well, that means you're gonna have to sacrifice some of the end stuff like life force, like reinforced defense, like blade master. You may get blade master, but you may not get great sword because you're a swordsman, but you can't afford to there's no infinite points, you know what I'm saying? So if you're going to choose your weapon, remember to look at your stats first. What your stats are will determine what weapon you have, and what weapon you have will determine what stats you get. So that's the major part for the first part. Let's move on to our next part. Step 2 is grinding. Now, when you're grinding, follow my instructions, and not only will you know where to grind, but this is probably the quickest route to grind like ever. This is gonna probably take you the furthest. Okay, so what you want to do from level 1 to 10 is you want to grind wolves and goblins. I recommend around yeah, level 1's can grind wolves. If you have good dodging ability, you're gonna have to get used to the game mechanics anyway, and because you're level 1, you basically have nothing to lose. You might as well play, you might as well fight wolves. I say this because deers and doe and spiders, they are not worth the money. They are the slowest way to grind the game. If you want to get through the game fast, you need to start with the wolves. Obviously, when you're looking at does and deers, I want you to grind them only for food purposes alone. If you need a bit of extra food, why not get the extra loot? You know what I'm saying? If you need the extra bit of food, um, you could grind days and those for like maybe to level 3, just because if you do that, you're gonna have loads of food and stuff for the goblins and the wolves, so you can heal up. On the other hand of it though, you guys need to remember to stay onto this. The wolves and the goblins are what you need to grind. Wolves give way more. Around level 8, you should only be fighting goblins. It will be a little bit harder, but it's better you get used to the goblins attack pattern, and then you're basically done from then on. It's not gonna get much harder than that. Get used to the attack pattern, and sometimes it switches up, but you'll get used to that feeling as well. Oh yeah, you know when they're gonna switch up, you know how to block it, you know how to dodge it. Then from level 10, when you're level 10 and only grinding goblins, because at level 10 you shouldn't even be touching wolves, only goblins only. That is the easiest way and fastest way to grind until you are level 15, which I recommend. At level 15 you go to the dungeons. You go to the dungeon because I'm level 10 and I've just completed a one school dungeon on my own, completely by myself. So that means by level 15 you're gonna be running through those solo. Obviously, if you have friends, most definitely get your friends on here. Playing with your friends, you both get the enemy drops, and you both get the XP and you both get the money. It's just wait, it just halves the grind. It just halves the grind. Every single friend you get halves the grind. So that's gonna speed you up as well. If you wanna do them dungeons, you need a friend. It's definitely gonna help. So now from that point on, so from level 15 on, you're just gonna keep doing 1 skill crypt dungeons because that is the fastest and most efficient way to grind in the game. And then you're gonna just go on to the 2 skill crypt dungeons, and when 3 skill crypt dungeons get put in the game, that's what you're gonna move on to. I would say go for the Ogre Centurion boss, but this is a beginner's guide. Most level 15s cannot even fight that boss at all. Like, I was level 7 when I killed the Minotaur. It's not the same with the Ogre Centurion. You cannot be level 15 and fight that boss. It's just not gonna happen. But yeah, with bosses, you can basically ignore them unless you're looking for a certain drop. This is just a beginner's guide to level you up and stuff, not talking about drops. I'll have a whole nother video on that you guys can check out if you like, comment, subscribe. So you hit that bell so you can see my next video. And yeah, let's move on to our last factor, last step, I could say, that's actually just going to elevate your game and save you a lot. Now I've came back to the marketplace so I can demonstrate really why you need, like, I had to make a money its own step, its own section, because you may be tempted to spend a lot of money on the game, early game, but let me tell you, it is not worth it. I recommend to you guys, save your money. But here's what to use it on. The little money you do have early game, here is what to use it on. From level 1 to 10, I promise you, this iron armor I'm wearing right now, you won't need anything except for this iron armor. Literally, I am a dagger main, which means I have the weakest weapon in the game right now, and although I have speed with my attacks and agility, I have the weakest weapon, like pound for pound, I have the weakest weapon. But even me in iron armor, can just absolutely obliterate goblins. What does this mean for those of you with the normal weapon, with the normal sword and the great sword? You're going to blow them to smithereens. Defense does not matter. In fact, let me show you guys again my skills. You probably didn't see them. Not one defense skill. Not 1 point have I put into defense and I'm able to destroy goblins. I'm telling you, defense does not matter early game. That's only when you get into late game that it matters. Health will carry you. Just work on making your health higher rather than your defense. Defense is not going to carry you. So from level 1 to 10, all you will need is this basic iron armor. It's cheap, it's good, and it's cost effective. Then from then on, you're going to need what's it called? You're going to need to get your like the best weapon you can get. When I say the best weapon you can get, as in you come here and you guys may be like, oh yeah, but I got a boss drop and it's better. No. Listen here. The boss drop for the shortanas are the best thing you can get. You wanna know how to get the only thing you can get better than the shortanas? You have to kill the goblin boss. That is not something a level 10 can do. So that is not something a level 1 to 10 can do. So you're better off just getting the shortanas if you're a dagger main. The same with the gold greatsword. The best greatsword that you can get that is not from the shop, it costs in hurt. If you're gonna die, you have to get that from a boss. Same with the king's sword. The next one, I think it is a quest, but that is even a quest that's a level restricted quest that you need to be a certain level to do. I will make a video on that, so if you guys are looking for that video, it's on my channel. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. But anyways, that is a big thing about this game. Money is a big thing. After though, when you have got to level 10, I want you to start saving for the second set, which is the Beast Hunter set. Now it's not this actual second set, as you guys can see if you go into the blacksmith. I'm gonna go upstairs. And what am I saying stairs? It's a ladder. So you're gonna come in here, gonna go up, and this guy sells. This is the guy who sells the armor. Go in, purchase armor. So he sells like look how dirt cheap this is, and this will keep you perfectly fine from level 1 to 10. I'm telling you, it will keep you perfectly. Even past 1 to 10, I've fought minotaurs with this stuff on. So I'm telling you, it is possible. And here is how it works. Chicken is the weakest, then it's the deer, then it's the wolf, then it's the goblin, then it's the armored like the variations of the goblin, and then it's the lurker, then it's the minotaur, and then it's the ogre. So out of normal mobs, I fought one of the strongest mobs in the game at level 10 in iron armor. I'm telling you, it's possible, and I killed it. Oh no, I forgot the skeleton, but I think the skeleton is before the lurker. But anyways, my point is, like, I've proved to you guys it's very easy to use iron armor and do it. Don't get the other armor though, it's not worth it. I did all the calculations. I'm telling you, get the Beast Hunter set. You also get a set bonus of 7 plus speed and 5 plus stamina. Now stamina is the most important thing in this game, I'll be so real, because it determines if you can hit or not, if you can run or not, if you can dash or roll or not. So if you can escape an attack, it depends on it. If you can block an attack, it depends on it. And if you can attack itself, it depends on it. So the Beast Hunter set, get the Beast Hunter set when you've hit level 10. Like if you're like level 5 and you've already got all your weapons, you've already got the whole iron set, just save. I'm telling you guys, just save up your money and get the Beast Hunter set. Once you've got the Beast Hunter set, you can basically like solo dungeons. You can solo one skull dungeons very easily. That is the next step. Just keep soloing, keep going through. Before you know it, you have loads of money. Now all that money you could go through the Regal armor. The Regal armor set, which is a lot more, but it's decent. I can't lie, it's decent. And the ring has blood siphoning abilities. It's very decent, but remember that you can buy other accessories. I would say invest in accessories after that. You don't need the Regal armor set because you get most of your sets from chests inside of the crypt dungeons. So that's basically money explained. Remember to save. I'm telling you now, saving is the easiest thing to do. 1 to 10, you only need the iron armor and the best weapon you can possibly get. From past 10, you get the Beast Hunter set. Save up after that point. Don't get anything else except for accessories after that point, and you'll be more than fine. You will find it the quickest way. Follow all of these tips and tricks. And I said, this is a beginner's guide. This isn't just a guide. This is like the fastest way to level up. So yeah, that's how you're gonna progress in the game, or until they update the game again. But right now, like, the scaling for the game is whack. A level 1 can fight a minotaur. It's whack. So while the game is still whack, I suggest to all of you guys that you quickly go and start playing the game. Start going through this direct tutorial. Remember to tell your friends who play the game. Tell them how to play the game like this. This will literally lead them straight through the game to max level. That's it basically for a beginner guide. Like, this should get you to level 20 easily just by grinding. There is a few ways to speed it up, like some quests, which I will go into on another video, but this is the method that I think is the most secure and straightforward. Thank you guys for watching the video. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and peace.